picking too much either.
I'm also rolling.
And I'm rolling.
Good.
Yay! Let's do a clap.
Woohoo!
After 3. 1, 2, 3.
Good clap.
Sorry, I've had a bad run of claps recently. I might have thrown you off for that one there, Stu, because for some reason when you said on 3, my brain thought you'd done the count. So there are 2 claps on my recording. I apologise.
Okay. That's fine, because I'll notice the second one.
That's it. Oh dear.
After all this time, we still can't get the claps right.
Apparently not. I mean, only one person here is the clap maestro or clap mistress, as it should be.
I tell you what, I sent my friend a picture, the picture that you posted in the chat, and I was like, "Do you want to guess which one's mine?" Got it right.
Did they get it right? Nice.
Yeah, Paizo. Yeah,
Paizo.
but yes, he was impressed with my clap. There's a sentence I thought I wouldn't say.
I mean, given how much it peaks, some of us aren't.
I think
loud with your claps.
At some point we're going to have to find another joke to make, because I think we've been making this joke about the clap for like at least the last 10 episodes at this point.
Yeah, well, maybe we all get like party whistles or something and start that way.
Oh dear God! No.
I just watched Stu's soul leave his body through his eyes.
Through his ears.
Yeah. Oh dear.
We'll do like an Addams Family with their.
Oh, this is why I don't do the editing.
Didn't pick that up.
That'd be good fun. We should do that for the next one tonight.
No, because Mike might not pick it up.
Oh, that's true. That's true. After that moment in our social game, Stu, where I tried to do an NPC doing a slow clap, and you just had me on camera silently clapping because Zoom was filtering it all out. It was great.
Like, clap.
Yes.
Clap.
I mean, we got the vibe, so you know that was.
Yeah, we did. We got the vibe. That's what matters. Well, welcome back, listeners, to Tales from the 20 Side, a Pathfinder 2nd Edition Let's Play podcast. My name is Dom, and I'm your GM for this game and for many others. I'm joined by Stu.
Hello.
I'm joined by Amy.
Hello.
And I'm joined by Asta.
Hello.
Hello, everybody. Good evening. I must apologise a little bit. I'm still getting over the back end of being ill, sort of last week. So you've got lovely After Dark voice, Dom today. But yeah, how's everyone doing?
All right. Sun's out.
Good. I was worried when you said I have to apologise. I thought you were going to say you were drunk.
I mean, I am on my second glass of Crabbies because it's a lovely sunny day, and I've been working very hard recently, and I've got a day off. So you know what? I'm going to enjoy that day off.
Yeah.
Oh, quite right too. Do you have ice in it?
I had ice in the first one, not in the second one, because the second one was cold enough by the time I got to it.
Yes.
Is that a cider?
Cider.
Ice in a cider?
It's a ginger. It's an alcoholic ginger beer.
Oh, ginger. Oh, nice. Nice.
Very, very good.
Crabbies. Yes. I can see it.
I'm going to make a note of that.
It's tasty.
I like ginger beer.
There was a point, Asta, probably about 5 years ago, where basically every pub you went into, like every Spoons and all that sort of thing, would have Crabbies behind the bar. It's not so much a thing these days. It's kind of had its moment of popularity, but you can still buy it in supermarkets and things.
I am going to keep an eye out for that. That sounds amazing.
Like Spoons. Fuck Spoons.
Yeah, fuck Spoons. Fuck Spoons. Fuck Tim Martin.
Yeah. I mean, don't, because, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but... yeah, no, fuck Spoons. That's... Okay, that killed that conversation.
That's it.
Don't stop with just spoons, Stu. Fuck knives, fuck forks, sporks. Hey. Spatulas are the worst, Amy. They deserve all the hate.
So, hearing the person who runs Della say fuck knives. No, that's not. Got your nice necklace of knives.
That's it. I mean, it's only a kink if you enjoy it.
No, I wasn't thinking in that way. Oh God, no. This has all gone away from us. I didn't mean no.
It's too late, Stuart. It's too late. It's out there.
It's too late.
Health and safety warning, listeners: do not fuck knives.
Or anything else with knives other than their intended purpose.
Except stabbing. Don't do that.
I mean, I would argue that
I mean, Della disagrees.
Della does disagree, 100%. For sure.
Channel it into a fantasy environment, absolutely. That's fine. Get all your stabbing out on roleplay games.
Keep it off the streets.
Exactly.
Is this how we branch out into our crusade to fight knife crime?
Yeah, by having Della stab a load of things and people getting off on it.
I'm not encouraging. Della's not a role model.
Oh, shit. Really not. We don't have any role models in our party, do we?
I mean, Chardonnay.
Yeah,
Chardonnay is a good boy.
Chardonnay is a
mascot.
very good boy.
Yeah. Don't we all aspire to be Chardonnay?
I do feel like Chardonnay is this group's moral compass, because as we all know, if anything ever happens to Chardonnay, like Alwyn is just going full postal on anything around him. So
Yeah. Even is God even had to have a word with him about it?
Yep.
Where did the phrase postal come from? Go full postal.
It literally comes from going postal. It refers to somebody who was working for the US Postal Service. Basically, had enough of his job, was sick of the people he was working with. Literally, just came in and killed a bunch of people.
Oh,
that's where it comes from, and that's like the first documented kind of instance of basically workplace stress causing someone to snap and go completely psychotic, and that has since become a pseudonym for going postal.
Yeah, that's interesting. Thank you.
You're listening to Etymology Through the Ages here on Radio 4.
Oh, do you know what?
Stu?
Do you know what, Stu? I love etymology. I love hearing the origins of words and phrases. If I had the time and the inclination, I would absolutely have a whole second podcast dedicated to etymology through the ages. That'd be great.
Yeah, and it's amazing how much of it is to do with the Masons as well.
I tell you when
being on the square and
I quite liked
being given the third degree.
Oh, give them their. What is it? Do they have a compass in their thing?
Square and compass.
Square
yes,
and compass,
is their symbol.
I learnt the one for lackadaisical, because that's a fun word, isn't it? And that's
a great word.
Originally from as lazy as a daisy.
Oh,
and it's been shortened down over time
into lackadaisical.
Yeah,
that's
really
cool.
nice.
That's really cool.
And Daisy's particularly lazy when it comes to flora of the world.
I mean, they don't exactly get out of bed at 4 a.m. and go and hold down a 12-hour shift before going home to cook their wife and kids a meal, do they?
They're very pretty.
Yes, but they don't do anything. They're very lazy.
I mean, I think tulips are like selfish bastards.
Here we go. We are starting the Flora Wars 2023. What's your beef with tulips, then, Stu? Let's hear it.
I don't know. They're just they've got an arrogant air about them.
Well, because they stand up straight. Like
There's
the droopy
that,
flower.
They're kind of closed off as well, and they're bold. And I mean, so they're artificial, but I've got a bunch of purple tulips in my living room that I keep for display purposes because they're nice to look at, but they're still arrogant bastards.
Are you all right there, Asta? I could see that laugh burning through your eyes. I really could. That was great.
It's just the concept of a flower having arrogance.
I mean,
morning flowers might have thoughts and feelings.
We don't know. We've never asked.
No, we don't know what makes consciousness. So.
Oh God, someone find a druid. We must have answers.
There's only one place we'll find a druid.
Avebury?
Oh, I was helping to segue for Dom, but that went really bad.
No. I'm sorry. I got that about 5 seconds after it would have been good. So then I was
I did like move myself to make like some physical suggestion of something about to happen.
Yeah.
In case it didn't translate over the thing
over Zoom. That's it. Well, regardless, you are absolutely right, Amy. The best place to find a druid is in a game of Pathfinder. What's going on then, folks? Let's have a little recap on where we find ourselves.
How does
Drippy Man.
How does one aptly describe 1,000-year stare?
Just like that, a stare that lasts for 1,000 years.
So yeah, we fought Drippy Man.
We did.
We fought and won.
We did. It was a hard fight, though. He was very evasive.
Yeah.
I felt very sick.
Yes, and we were going to head off with our victory. I mean, Alwyn's got his victory oysters. We were going to head off to back to Ravathiel to get him to stop the thing when Alwyn decided, needs his ring removed. So Raiden decided to cast Dispel Magic, and then a thing happened.
Cue the reason.
So low health.
Cue the reason for the 1,000-year stare, and we're all caught up.
There we go. So yeah, Raiden has begun the process of casting Dispel Magic on this ring, yeah. So as far as everybody else is concerned, what happens next sort of happens in less than a second. But Raiden, as you cast the spell of detect magic, as mentioned at the end of last episode, what is Roll20 trying to tell me? New things. I don't care. I'm not using them.
Is someone not prepared?
I'm never prepared.
Because Dom had a go at me for not having my character sheet open earlier, so that's why I mentioned that.
It's true. It's very, very deserved. But also, I was building to add to that. So you need to get your dice. Was that I had forgotten to get my dice out until like a second before I was supposed to join. So I was like, yeah, I should probably go and get those before I join the call. There we go. All right. So as Raiden casts Dispel Magic, kind of time freezes for Alwyn and for Della. And Raiden, you see as you focus on this ring, the world around all of you goes dark as you kind of focus on Alwyn and this ring. And you see stepping out from behind Alwyn, there is a tall, imperious-looking human woman with long blonde hair, dressed in furs of blue and silver, with piercing blue eyes. Looks to be a sickle made of ice at her hip, and a shaft of ice dancing between her fingers. And she says to you, Raiden, "So, you wish to relieve the thief of his punishment? Very well, my dear. Let's play a game." And as she does so, she points this shaft of ice towards Alwyn's finger. You watch as the dark, cursed magic surrounding the ring manifests and begins to kind of grip tightly onto Alwyn's body. So Raiden, having cast Dispel Magic, you now need to attempt to make a counteract check. And basically what a counteract check is for Dispel Magic is you are rolling a spell attack. I will tell you the DC for this effect is quite high. Because of the type of magic you're using, I will tell you a regular success will not be enough to break it. You need a critical success on this roll in order to succeed. But what I will also say to you, again, this isn't strictly how this mechanic works, but it's how I'm doing it because this is more fun. I think so, at least. After you have rolled your dice, Asta. Before I tell you whether or not you've succeeded or failed, you can choose to burn additional spell slots in order to gain a bonus to the check. Any spell slot you burn in this way confers a bonus of equal to the spell's level.
Okay.
But first of all, let's have a spell attack. Let's see what you get.
So I rolled an 18 on the die to give
Okay.
me a total of 30.
Okay.
I'm going to burn a third level to turn that into a 33.
Okay.
And let me see what I've got. And I will do a second level to make it a 35.
To a 35. Okay, so you cast your spell, Raiden. You channel the energy. Your energy strengthens. At first, you feel it's not even weak enough. It's not even strong enough to touch this enchantment. So you push a bit more magical power into it. You watch as that black energy around that Alwyn's finger begins to crack and splinter. But it's very resilient. You push a bit more magical energy into this. You still get the sense that this is not enough. What do you do?
I will add another second level.
Okay.
And 2 first levels to add it to 39.
Okay, channeling an enormous amount of magical power into it. You focus on this effect in front of you. You see as the woman you recognise as Najena. You see she seems to have been focusing on this curse the same way that you have. You hear she emits a grunt of discomfort, and she actually has to bring her second hand up to focus further on the magic. Raiden, you sense you're close, but it's still not quite enough.
Oof. I will burn my last third level and bring it to a 42.
And what does this look like, Raiden, as you shatter the magic surrounding Alwyn's finger?
I think momentarily Raiden completely gives herself over to the electrical energy that she tends to find most of her magic comes from, and almost turns into the storm herself.
Very nice, very nice. So lightning coursing down your arms, your eyes becoming these sort of dark, cloudy pools, as your body almost begins to become ethereal. You push the last of your magical reserves into this curse, and you watch as there is a thunder crack that resounds from the direction of Alwyn's hand, and you watch as Najena staggers backwards, sort of thrown back from the effect. And she looks at you Raiden, and she says, "Very well. Perhaps you'll make this interesting after all." And she steps back behind Alwyn and vanishes from sight as the world returns to normal. Alwyn.
Is that just a sharp breeze?
Alwyn, there is a soft thud as the ring tumbles from your finger and lands with a solid thud on the ground below.
Brilliant! Thank
Probably
you.
mimicked by Raiden dropping to the floor as well.
Yeah, and as Raiden drops down to the ground, you can see that she is exhausted. She is sweating. She's breathing very heavily. She does not look well at all following that experience.
Alwyn will immediately go to her aid and I thank you so much. Gosh, looks like it took quite a lot out of you. I hope it wasn't too exhausting for you. I mean, it was only doing a little bit of damage at a time.
Let's just say I had a very unpleasant conversation with Najeda herself. And next time, tell me the truth when I ask where you got something from, because if I'd known you'd stolen it, I might not have helped.
Alwyn,
are you evil?
I'm not evil.
You stole something?
It. No, I found it.
Where did you find it?
In someone's
in
pocket?
Najena's castle. You say you spoke with me. When? What? Look, never mind. Here, have some water. Have some rest. I'm going to get his water out. Do you want some beer?
Just the water, thank you.
Okay.
I take a few sips and then try and explain what just happened. I cast the dispelling magics, and it seems like time kind of froze everywhere else, but gave me a chance to speak with her. She sort of came out of your shadow and announced that if I wanted to release the thief of his punishment, I would have to play a game. I won. Because of course. And it seems that I successfully removed the curse that either the ring or she put upon you. Let's just say I may require something of a rest going forwards, as I used everything.
Oh. Well, I mean, I could certainly do with the rest, but we should probably let Rav know what we've done. Should we?
Yes, we can definitely go back and rest up there, and hopefully he won't drop his magics until we ask him to.
Oh, he's a fae, there's no doubt.
We'll be better off waiting until we're recovered before going back then.
Maybe we should. I don't trust him as far as I can throw him. Which would be a pretty far way, considering all these weights I've been lifting. But yeah, I'm pretty kaput after that last encounter.
Right, let's make camp. Since Raiden said that Najena came out of Alwyn's shadow, he keeps looking over his shoulder.
There we go. So, are you? What's the plan here, folks? Are you making camp where you are?
Think so, yeah.
Yeah. I'll do like a quick look around ish. Make sure it's okay, and then yeah.
Yeah, sure. Sure. I mean, certainly the area you're in now that Aureanos has been taken care of. It seems about as safe as anywhere you've found within this within the forest. Just trying to think what time of day it is.
Is it morning or is it still the same day when we went back?
No, because you rested in Ravathiel's clearing.
Yes.
So and this was kind of the first thing you did in that day. So actually, it's probably not long past midday at this point.
No, stopping for lunch then.
Yeah. So basically, what I would say is, obviously, there's only so many times when you finish like a whole sleep and that kind of thing, you can't just immediately sleep again. Like you have to wait basically a whole day. So I mean, if you wanted to just spend the day just waiting around in this area, you absolutely could.
How long have we got left until we need to let him know for the deal?
I'm glad you asked. You recall before you left to go and confront Aureanos, Ravathiel informed you that his ritual would be complete at dawn the next day.
So if it's midday... No, we should probably head off.
I'm sure that if things come to clash, I can make things work, and I just sort of put my fingers and talons together.
I like your
Does
thinking.
anybody need healing, though?
Yes.
I need some healing.
Yeah. I mean, I could nick a potion or two.
No, I can do some healing on you. If
Okay.
we maybe hang about for a couple of hours.
Yeah, we got
Let's
time
say
for
have
that.
lunch and know, or second breakfast or something. And yes.
Okay. We'll get there back by before the sun goes down.
Oh, definitely. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Is I know we're sort of hand waving the healing on long rests. Is a couple of hours adequate? Do you think, Dom?
In terms of healing for long rests, I'm only hand waving that when you're in somewhere that is air quotes safe. I would not say this is a particularly. It's been different when you were. Oh no, actually, because that's contradictory. I mean, is the intention just to take essentially a night's rest where you are? As mentioned, you basically you'll have to kind of bum around here for a few hours before you actually get to go to sleep.
How many times can you heal us in 2 hours, Stu?
So within 2 hours, I can do. Assuming I do like 10 minutes of drinking, lay on hands. 10 minutes of drinking, lay on hands. So 2 hours is going to be 12 times.
Basically, 12 uses of lay on hands.
Okay. Well, if we just do that and then head off.
Yeah. So that's 18 hit points at a time. So
Yeah.
I mean, Alwyn can do that twice on himself, and he's almost back to full.
I need a couple of them.
So you need 2 of them. Raiden?
Yeah, I think a couple would be needed for Raiden as well.
Right. So if we do an hour's rest, that's 2 apiece.
Yep.
Right. That's the plan, Dom.
Sure. So absolutely, you spend an hour having a drink, doing your lay on hands, apply the healing as appropriate. Whilst you are taking that hour, first things first, perhaps to your surprise, you are not disturbed whilst this happens. No creatures wandering through. No bears come to ruin your day.
That's good. I didn't bring a picnic basket.
There is one thing that happens whilst you're having this short time, is you hear sounding like it's coming from far away, but almost certainly coming from outside the forest itself. You hear the sound of a horn being blown sort of three times, and then goes silent.
Have we ever heard that being here before?
Make a society roll, Della.
I rolled a 16.
A 16. I'd say 16 is probably enough to know a little bit. You're not sure about the exact sound of this horn, but based on the way it was kind of 3 short blasts, followed by a pause, followed by 3 short blasts once more, you get the sense that it's some kind of military command.
That's some kind of military command, I reckon. Outside.
Right. Do you think maybe somebody's storming the forest?
Or calling a
I hope
retreat.
not.
I'll tell you what, if Alwyn and Raiden would like to make society rolls, you're also welcome to do so.
Alwyn gets a total of 2.
Okay.
And I got a total of 30.
30 for Raiden. So, yeah, Raiden, listening. So the first time you hear this horn being blown, it kind of catches you off guard a little bit. You kind of listening around for it. The second time it's blown, you're listening to the tone, to the frequency between these horn blasts, and again, without any information otherwise, you can't be certain, but it sounds like, in fact, exactly as you just said a second ago, Raiden, it sounds like some manner of retreat is being called. And again, with such a high roll, you would know that the Winter Guard do not use horns as part of their signalling.
Yes, I would wager that's definitely a retreat.
Oh no.
Well, better crack on then.
Yeah. How much better am I feeling, Alwyn?
36 better.
Oh, that's very nice, thank you.
And same for Raiden.
I'm just going to get my
I'm
character.
saying that as our win.
Yeah,
Much better.
and Alwyn's pretty drunk after that as well. Let's be honest.
Right.
Stein C. It's an ever-ending sign. It's great.
Okay. Let me do the talking.
Yes. Yes, you'll face the party, so yes, that's your job.
Yeah, total face.
Mm.
It's that way?
Yes.
The way we just came. Let's go that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alwyn is going to pick up the ring where it dropped off his hand and put it in his pocket. He's not going to put it on.
Good. That would be monumentally stupid.
Well, I mean, you are low intelligence and drunk.
Is it still magic?
How would you know, Alwyn?
Oh, I'm asking Raiden.
Fuck it. Alwyn, you're drunk. Make a will save.
I love this.
27.
27. You're there thinking, is this still magical? And it's hovering over another of your fingers. And then you're thinking, nah, I better not. And you put it in, and you put it in your pocket.
That finger on my left hand looks really manky.
Does it still look manky?
It looks slightly. Make a medicine check for me. Anybody, I don't mind.
I know what I'm looking
28.
at. Not as much as Alwyn. I rolled a 1.
Rolled a 1. Oh. I mean,
Still 11 though. So.
as Della looks at it, she is convinced that is going to spread across the rest of Alwyn's body in a matter of hours. The ring was actually holding him back. You know, it's been keeping him alive this entire time.
I think that's a problem. I think we should cut it off. I think you were right.
With my 28.
With your 28, Alwyn, you look at it, you see that the condition of the finger has changed since the ring was removed. However, particularly with the rounds of healing that you've done on yourself, you see that some of the flesh has returned to normal. You think with time and with application of medicine, that will return to normal.
No, I'll be right. I'll bathe it. Be fine.
Doesn't look fine.
Well, no, not now. But you know, it's like when you stab someone, and then you know it goes all manky, and then you know they have to be healed up, and yes, be fine. Don't worry.
Well, if you
Trust
walk over
me,
there,
I'm a doctor.
I'm going to go over here, and it'll be fine.
Yes. There's no maggots. It'll be fine.
I thought maggots were a good thing.
No, not if you've got if you've got a wound and you've got maggots coming out of it, it's not good.
I'm not if they're coming out, but if you just put them on top.
Oh, they eat away at the dead flesh. I've heard about this.
You wouldn't have any finger left.
That's a good thing.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Okay. I mean, you did make me feel better, so I'm sure you know what you're talking about.
Yes. Always.
Well, we should probably, go and talk to Ravathiel before the forest is stormed by Winterguard and we're all killed or captured and worse.
Yeah.
It's good thinking. And Raiden, thank you.
You're welcome.
You're my friend.
That's a new one. I start walking.
Emotions, get it away from me.
Why do I always play emotionally stunted characters?
I think that says a lot more about you than it does your character, Asta.
Damn.
Oh dear. All right. Okay, so what is the plan then, team? Where are you going? What are you doing?
We're going to go back the same way that we came from Raj's place and go say hello, and we did the thing.
Yeah, easily enough. You retrace your steps back through the forest. Obviously, with your loot in hand. You've got these oysters that you recovered, and this that shawl that Della is now wearing.
Oh yeah,
and
so cool.
And you make your way back through the forest and quickly find yourselves back in the clearing, where Ravathiel is not waiting for you, but is certainly there. He's playing some music, just lounging against the tree that you gifted him some time ago. And as you enter the clearing, he looks over at all of you, and he says, well, the prodigal sons and daughters return. Welcome back, my friends. How did it go with my brother?
Della's gonna walk forward with a bit of a swagger, dusting off her hands, being like, time to spare as well. Don't worry, the whole thing's been sorted.
All been sorted, you say?
Mm-hmm. Do you like oysters?
I've never... Can't say I've ever had the pleasure. Might I, I mean, why do you ask?
Oh, he left some for us.
Did he now? Well, are you offering them to me? Is that what you're saying?
Della, don't give him our oysters. It's our oysters.
Is there some sort of check I can do on how he's coming across when he asks that question?
Yes, that will be a sense motive check. What is your perception bonus, Amy?
12.
12, okay. Okay, and what are you hoping to gain from that? What are you looking for?
So he sounds to me particularly interested about these oysters, and I want to see if I can discern an ulterior motive behind that question.
Sure. Okay. So as he says this, are those for me by any chance? Mm-hmm. You get the sense that he is curious about these oysters. There is an air of genuineness about him, as he says he's never tried them. And I think, as he says, are those for me? There is an expectation, by the way that you asked if he likes them, that you're going to offer him at least one.
Yes, that is the plan. Alwyn,
It's our oysters.
We can share the spoils.
Just
one.
Yeah, all right.
There's 6. That's fine.
Oh,
Say that quietly.
12, isn't it?
There's 6. It's 1. Give him 1. We had 1.
Okay, I'll try and give them the one without pearl.
The lighter one.
How,
You said that.
how do you know which? Have you shocked them yet? I don't think you have.
No.
Nope, we have not. But Della has said there's probably pearls inside, so Alwyn has this in his head now. So he's going to pick them up and shake them to his ear.
It's okay because Della grew up in a seaside town. She knows how to do that, so she will, upon obtaining the oyster from Alwyn, do that herself while turning around to see if she can deceptively see if there's a pearl and sneak it out in that movement as she's turning.
Right. Okay.
Why did I do this? I've been rolling terribly the last few games.
Okay. Let's have a perception check. Let's see if you can see if there is indeed a pearl inside.
Okay. That is a 17.
A 17. You pick the oyster up. You give it a shake. It doesn't rattle. These oysters are a bit larger than the oysters that you're used to. You're used to handling from where you grew up.
Big people oysters.
But you don't believe that there is a pearl inside it.
Okay, well, I can't fish out anything I don't believe is in there, so here you go. Here's a opened oyster. You're meant to just swallow it down.
Ah, that's how. So I take it like this, and I just drink it as if it were a beverage, I suppose. Is that correct?
Kind of. It's
Want
just
some lemon? Want lemon with it? You squirt lemon on it first.
I don't have. He sort of does the John Travolta gestures around him. Do you see any lemons here, my dear boy? I mean, if you have some, I'd be glad. I'd be enraptured to share.
I really like that meme.
When life gives you lemons, you make a gin and tonic.
So
I might have some salt from, was it freshwater or saltwater we were just fighting?
It was freshwater.
No, I'm not salty, sorry. But, I mean, they're fresh, so...
Well, I am excited to see exactly what this is like. And he lifts the oyster to his mouth, lifts his head to the sky, and you watch as he sort of gulps and swallows the inside of the oyster, allowing the shell to drop to the ground with a clatter. Interesting texture. Very salty. Not very salty. Interesting. I quite like that. That was a fun little experience. Oh, one moment, and you watch. He coughs a little bit. You kind of watch as he contorts his mouth around, and eventually you watch something bulging out of his throat as he opens his mouth and produces on his tongue a fat white pearl. Oh, and they come with extra gifts as well. How wonderful! And he pockets the pearl.
That's super lucky to find one.
Yeah, and you watch as the pearl disappears within his sleeves.
That's totally fine.
Well, thank you for such an enlightening experience there. That was wonderful. When I see my brother again, I shall be sure to ask him for some more. But in the meantime, I take it obviously you are standing here. You are alive and hale and hearty, and you have bested my brother, and indeed now my sister. Meaning I am the only one left standing between yourselves, and the Dancing Hut of Baba Yaga. Isn't that fun?
Yes, it's worked exactly to plan.
Promises.
Huh?
You promised us Oh, sorry. Yes, I'm not going to speak. Sorry.
Oh, you're quite right. You're quite right, my good man. I did indeed promise you we had a deal, did we not? And I am nothing if not a man of my word. I just thought I'd let you squirm for a second there. That was quite a lot of fun. So yes, I can end the ritual whenever you wish me to. All it takes is a click of my fingers. Are you ready for me to do so?
Ooh.
Can you wait until we've had a bit of a sleepy later on?
No, I mean, of course I can. But as I mentioned, I will wait as long as you wish me to wait. Until dawn, of course, when the first light of the sun breaks across the horizon, and this ritual will be completed.
I think we ought to just maybe enjoy the rest of these oysters, have a little drink brewed with the Ravathiel, and sort of get a nice night's sleep, and then maybe get up an hour before dawn, and Ravathiel can thingy.
I mean, that could work if we've got enough time. But I don't know if we do.
I think it's also worth checking if it's the first dawn on the horizon here or elsewhere.
Yes. Good shout.
You mean like in a different dimension?
Possibly the one he's originally from. I just sort of eyeball Ravathiel.
And he looks at you, Raiden, and he says, my, quite the paranoid one, aren't you? But I understand. We Fae are very mercurial by nature. It's a valid concern, I suppose.
I think I have realm to be paranoid. These sprouted while I was fighting your sister, and I just sort of wave at him.
Oh, my condolences. They don't suit your complexion at all, my dear.
I noticed, but thank you for making it so much more obvious.
I mean, you pointed them out to me, my dear. What can I do but go further with it?
So, this plane or a different one?
When I speak of dawn, I refer to dawn as you understand it on this plane of existence, in this area of the world. When the first rays of a sun break the horizon over there, and he gestures off to what you think is the east. When the first rays of dawn break above the forest, my ritual will be complete.
Okay.
And when the ritual breaks, once we request that of you, is Najena to be released immediately, or do we have time to get there?
Well, she is bound by the same magic that was pulling the hut away from this reality. When the ritual ends, the magic will end. It will take a short moment to dissipate, but only a very short moment. I should suggest that you should be absolutely ready to move before you ask me to ask me to end it.
Okay. So we need to be there first. So we need to agree a time. Or how far does your talky brain thing do, Raiden?
About 500 feet, give or take.
Just having traversed this forest for quite a while now, you know that's not close enough to reach Ravathiel from the bubble.
Okay. So
we'd just say, like, give us 5 minutes or something.
Yeah, we just got to get there first.
However long it takes to get there, we'd just say, right, drop it in 5 minutes and bye.
Or at the very least, we could get roughly
then we go.
Just under halfway there before I send a message.
Right.
Yeah. And then we know how long it will take, because we've gone halfway, so that gives us an appropriate time to provide.
And Ella and I could have gone on ahead with Chardonnay.
As you're having this conversation, Ravathiel chimes in and he says, "I mean, that sounds like a wonderful idea, my new friends. But are you sure you don't wish to say goodbye in person? I mean, we've been through so much together."
Well, we do have a thing to do. That's why we made this deal with you. And
what's nice for?
Yeah, and we oysters we share. Then we'll go off and do the things that we all agreed would happen.
And I have no doubt that you and your siblings will be back to cause chaos at some point in the future, and I'm sure we'll meet again.
Oh, at some point, no doubt. But I mean, I've come to think rather fondly of you mortals. I'll confess, I actually have something of a gift for you, but I can't give it to you if you're such a long way away.
Well,
perhaps we say goodbye in person and have a brisk jog.
Do you want to drink Ravathiel?
I'd quite like one, yes.
Alwyn will hand over his stein.
Yep. And Ravathiel takes the stein, and you see he drinks from it for a long moment, and then he stops and he sort of rests his hand on his hip, notices the stein refills. Oh, you've got one of these. Congratulations.
Yes.
And he drinks again. And again.
Alwyn's holding out his hand to take it back.
Oh, this wasn't a gift.
Oh, no. I was offering you a drink from it, not the actual thing.
The beer's the gift.
Oh, well, you probably should... I should let you know, my good man. When you're dealing with beings such as I, we can be very, very capricious. You should make your intentions absolutely clear before you do anything. Fortunately, I'm in a very good mood. I've had some new experiences. I've had these oysters. I've had a drink. And I've got some wonderful new friends around me. So on this occasion, I will let it slide. Here you go. He hands it back to you.
Thank you.
Where are you from, Ravathiel?
I am from a realm known as the First World. It's a wonderful place.
If it's so wonderful, why did you come here?
Well, we felt that when the dancing hut of Baba Yaga was brought here by Queen Elvana. Usually when the hut appears, it only appears in one place for a very, very short amount of time. Now, as it seems that this Queen Elvana has taken custody of it from her mother, well, an artifact as powerful as the hut would make a fine gift for my court back home. And so myself and my siblings, we came here to weave this ritual to take it away with us.
And you're okay not getting it?
Well, yes. I mean, you've offered me something of equal value, have you not? A favour from Baba Yaga, should you succeed?
Yes, that was indeed the deal that I proposed. And the one that we have so far adhered to and will continue to adhere to, of course.
I don't doubt it. I shouldn't like to think what might happen if you were found to have been deceitful in making that arrangement.
Oh, no, don't you worry. We are much like you, where we follow everything to the letter. Right, so we should probably make a decision as to what we're doing.
Yes. From what you've been saying, it sounds like you have something of a battle ahead of you. Perhaps you want to take a moment to I don't know. What is it you mortals say? Formulate a strategy, that kind of thing.
Sober up.
Yes, that would be useful.
So
And-
that, my good man, sounds awfully boring.
I mean, as Alwyn's saying this, he's taking another swig from the start.
Okay, so you would prefer if we stayed here because you have a gift for us.
Yes,
But you can only do that as you do the thing.
it is.
How-
It is a gift I can only grant to you as I end my ritual. Much as I see you carry two gifts from my siblings. Zephimeri's javelin, Aureanos' shawl. They both manifested when their essence was, I suppose you might say, banished from this world. My gift is of a similar nature. I cannot create it whilst I am still present.
Ah, I see.
And when I end my ritual magic, I will have no reason to remain here, and I will disperse myself back to the first world, leaving my gift behind for you.
I understand. That makes sense.
It's a passing gift.
Exactly. I forgot to say parting gift. I do apologise.
No, it's yes.
So it's almost
I
like
get
a
it.
pearl, in a sense.
Oh, it's much more than that, darling. Don't you worry.
All right. Well, shall we? Do we want to rest or do we want to do
We
the
should probably
thing?
rest, but keep eyes on the horizon and monitor the
Yeah.
time.
Della can stay up. She doesn't need to rest too much.
I'll take third watch.
I will go to sleep.
Yeah, that's fine. You sleep all the way through. I'll take
Yeah.
first and second.
Raiden just rolls out her bedroll and just face plants into it.
Ooh, would Ravathiel be up for like doing a jam with the flute while my colleagues are sleeping? Pass the time.
You could ask him for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Della asks that.
Yes. Do you know what, Della? I rather enjoyed our little contest two short days ago. Yes, I will absolutely jam with you, as you say.
Yes, let's do that. It'll be nice to play together rather than against each other.
I quite agree. And yeah, you settle in for a nice rest. There's a lot of waiting around. As mentioned, you're not really, with the exception of Raiden, I think you're not really in the mood to just go straight to sleep. So yeah, you sort of resting in this area. Della, you play some music with Ravathiel. Alwyn, perhaps you do some healing on people. Raiden, you take a little power nap. Wake up feeling refreshed. And then yeah, you make whatever preparations you make. And eventually the nighttime does come, and the three of you find yourselves properly to sleep. Again, assuming that Alwyn's going around doing rounds of healing, put yourselves all back to full hit points, and particularly for Raiden, have your spell slots
Phew.
back as you all complete a rest. You can see just as it gets to quite late in the early morning, the darkness, the sun hasn't yet appeared, but you can see that there is a definite lightening of the sky. It's gone from a dark grey to a slightly lighter grey, and you can just see the first echo of dawn beginning to approach on the horizon as you all rouse yourselves.
Oh,
Right, here we go.
it's that time. Are you ready, Ravathiel?
Am I ready, darlings? I've been ready since before I met you.
You're not tricking us, are you?
I swear on my life as a Fey Prince.
In this world?
Doesn't say anything.
Let's not give him an excuse to keep talking, and then the sand comes up and it's like, oh dear, well, that's a shame.
Yeah. All right. It's been a pleasure.
Time to drop it.
That it has. Well, I must say, parting is such sweet sorrow. Is it not? He raises his flute to his lips once more. Plays a very sort of mournful dirge as he plays it. This beautiful lilting melody. As he finishes playing, the musical notes trail off into the forest, and he looks to the sky with a smile on his face, and then about five seconds after he's done so, he looks back to all of you and he says, "There you go. That's all done. The magic has been released. The ritual will end. The bubble will burst momentarily, and just in time too." As you look, as the first rays of sunshine are beginning to raise over the horizon, and he once again looks over all of you, and he says, "Well, with that done, it's time for us to say farewell. Good luck on your journeys, everybody. My gift to you, I sense you are going on a long and perilous journey. If ever you have need of anything," I say anything, I mean, if ever you have need of acquiring anything, give it a blast, and I will do I will do whatever I can." And he holds his flute up to the sky, and he flips it towards Della.
I'd like to think that Della will gracefully catch it.
Yeah, you do. You see this flute gliding through the air. You catch it with one hand, and as you catch it, Della, you watch as Ravathiel seems to be burning away into sort of glittery dust and starlight, kind of from the feet up, and that kind of stream of light is actually flowing into the flute itself. And kind of just as this process gets towards Ravathiel's head, and you all begin to turn away, he looks you in the eye, Della, and he says, "Oh, Della, congratulations on finding some relevance." And then he burns away into light and disappears inside the flute. And that is where we're going to end for tonight.
Tales from the 20 Side is a Feagle Films production in association with Juicy Falls. Music by Alexander Nakarada and editing by Stu Jackson. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and Discord by searching Tales from the 20 Side or by visiting talesfromthe20side.com.
Grandpa's a real flute player now.
There you go.
Relevance. Wonder what that means.
That, I can tell you, is a callback to the first time you met him. He told you you were irrelevant.
We showed him.
Yes.
You did. You did.
He was a nice fae. He'll be friends with all the fae I meet in the future.